On the road to self-mastery, healing the shadow. If you were born between the following dates, you have Saturn in Sagittarius, January 13th, 1956 through May 13th, 1956, October 11th, 1956 through January 5th, 1959. November 17th, 1985 through February 13th, 1988. June 10th, 1988 through November 11th, 1988. The shadow. Definition. The dark side of your personality, representing the most primitive part of you. The aspect of your psyche that your conscious mind disowns, rejects, and represses. The shadow contains our fears, past traumas, hurts, and disappointments. The more you repress the shadow, the more it gets projected and the more dangerous it becomes. A repressed shadow will increase in power and may manifest as physical, mental, and emotional problems. Saturn in Sagittarius and Saturn in the ninth house. The experience of loss of faith in a higher power or deity is common with Saturn in Sagittarius. Often there is disillusionment with traditional belief systems and a subsequent loss of hope. This disappointment serves to motivate them to embark on a search for something more that gives meaning to their lives. With Saturn in the ninth house, there is a deep need to have direct experience with what we call God, the mind force, the universal power. The need here is to be able to clearly define what they believe in and to gain a sense of support and validation from those beliefs. Healing Saturn in Sagittarius and Saturn in the ninth house. The task is to learn to connect with the intuitive mind and create their own personal framework of moral, ethical, and spiritual values to guide their lives. To trade the old belief system of rules, guilt, and punishment for a new belief system based on inner growth, self-development, and spiritual awareness. A major healing occurs when they become their own ethical and moral authority and regain hope in the future. Rewards of healing the shadow. Integration. A marriage between the light and dark aspects of our own psyche. No longer being victimized by unconscious fear and pain, we experience greater freedom of choice. When we embrace the shadow, many of our buried resources and treasures, latent abilities, instincts, creative gifts, become conscious and are made available to us as repressed psychic energy is freed.